Before I start this, let me be very clear. Terry does not follow directions very well. There was something in the book about blanching and all kinds of stuff, but, you know, that's a rule thing, and, you know, I prefer just to kind of fly by the seat of my pants. So, we are going to experiment with this dehydrator. Just came in the mail. And hang on, I gotta get something to cut it apart. And I don't stab myself. So we're gonna dehydrate some the jicama and some rutabaga. And we're gonna see what happens. So, okay, rutabaga will be on the base of it. Let's see. Let's take bets. Will Terry lose her finger, or will she come out with all 10? My money's on Terry's possibly going to lose some of her fingers. All right. Come on, fella. Well, of course, as you know, they stuck together, so... Let's see if I can split this one up. I bet you normal people watch me, and you're like, girl, you got issues. You're right, I do. So, come on. Ooh, almost got it. Almost got it. So we're going to do, let me just break that one off. We'll do jicama on the base. Like I said, I didn't wash them, or I didn't blanch them and all that stuff. And it really doesn't even give you a set temperature to use. So if you use one of these, tell me what you use. All right, so that's the jicama. Now, let's check out the rutabaga situation. I'm just going to see what happens if they can be dehydrated. And if it works, if it does semi-okay, then I'll blanch them and do it the right way next time. But, you know, when you get something in the mail, or, you know, whenever you finally get it, you're like, ooh, I just want to use it. I don't care what about the right way and wrong way. All right, so we're going to do, I'm going to do it. I'll do another tray of rutabaga. It's got a thing where you can make your trays taller or shorter. There we go. Mine can be shorter because I don't have thick cuts. Well, they're thicker than thin, but they're not super thick. I don't know now. Gotta do 2 trays. I'm gonna add the rutabaga. And since they're frozen, that might do a little something to it too, so it's probably gonna take longer. But that's alright. Because I won't be doing anything, like I won't be doing my main meal prep till Saturday. And today's what? Today's Thursday. So that'll be almost 48 hours, whatever it would be. Don't make me math. It'd be a long time from now. So, alright, we're going to try this. I don't know what temperature I should use. It really didn't give you a guide for stuff like that. So, tearing up the house. There's on. Oh, you're supposed to preheat it too, but you know. I'm just going to do 140 to 158. No, I'll do 113 to 131. So I'll just stick it in there, and it'll sit here, and it'll do its little thing. It'll behave, and it's gonna run, I guess, from now until it's done. So I'll just leave it sitting here, and I'll move it around tomorrow when I got my meals going and stuff. And so yeah, I'll just leave it here. Well, I got the hiccups. All right, I'll leave it here, and it may be the next video before you see the outcome. But all right, I better shut up because I keep hiccuping. All right, see you. Today's Thursday night, so I'll see you tomorrow morning. Because I ain't got to do no work for my supper. I don't have to do any meal prep tonight, because I'll be working from home tomorrow. So, all right, bye. Okay, good morning. I turned it off this morning just now. Let's see what we got here. This is the jicama. I might have to turn it back on. Nope. Still crunchy. The outer pieces are kind of dry, you know. Look, that's how many left. Got a little there. Try one of these. I swapped them to see how they would do. I rotated the shutter, the thingies. And I'm gonna make my water from my coffee while I'm chewing. Just a second. Okay, so let's try the rutabaga, see how that is. Nope, it's still kind of chewy. I think it's supposed to be like, you know, I don't think it's supposed to be like, wait a minute, I can't see the little dealie. It's not supposed to be chewy, I don't think. But I think it's supposed to be kind of like, I don't know, flaky all the way through. Dehydrated. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, if you're watching this and you have any tips or tricks for this, let me know. I think it's supposed to be more crispy, so I'm just gonna like keep going. It's gonna end up being like leather by the time it's done, but it's like leather now. And I didn't waste a whole bunch. We're going to just keep on going. For those who use the dehydrators, talk to me. Tell me what to do. So another benefit of working from home today, I've got 2 crock pots, but I'm gonna do one right now, and this one I'm gonna have on low. So I don't want it to swarm me later to where I've got a whole bunch to do. But every hour I can come in and chop it, and then on my lunch break I can scoop it out into containers. So like I said, I'm just doing one so it doesn't swarm me later. So that's what I got this, and then my dehydrator's going. I've got I'm starting to sound better. I feel like I'm less sounding congested. I had to go to Walmart to get some more Mucinex yesterday, and come to find out I was only taking half of a dose of Mucinex. So I was taking 600, and then whenever I looked at the maximum strength, it was 1200. So I should say I was taking not a maximum strength dose. So, which is good to know, you know, that I could take a half and not a full. But anyway, I feel like I sound better, and I'm noticing less congestion even today. Every day I feel a little bit better, so yay for Terry. I've got some bacon pieces in here, 14 grams of bacon pieces, and I have, this is 15 grams of onions. Hang on, there's a little piece of skin in there. There we go. And then some bacon grease. I'm letting these kind of just mush up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go on and add 1 serving of the little red tomatoes, the sun-dried tomatoes. I've cracked in a couple eggs, and I got my good spatula out. I kind of mushed it around a little bit. So I'm going to cover it for just a couple minutes. Okay, we're going to flip it. By the way, I've added salt too. I was actually talking away to y'all before and just didn't have the record button pushed. Yeah, alright. But now I'm going to put some cheese over it. Just look, you put it on top of the tortilla. Sorry, my alarm went off. Alright, now I'm just going to cover it again and let the cheese melt. Okay, cheese is melted. I'm going to put this on here. And this will be my breakfast on my long commute across the room. Today's Friday, so yay. Which means I get to go back to work in 2 days. Let's see. I'm probably going to do it this way. There we go. There's my breakfast burrito, and that's what I'll have for breakfast this morning. Hey, let's test these out. I reshuffled them a little bit. This is a rutabaga. It's getting there. It's a little kind of chewy in the middle. I keep testing them out. There's not many left. Let's try this jicama. Ooh, I think that's almost done. I'm going to rotate them again. I don't really know how it should be. I'm kind of basing it off of the texture of one of them things, banana chips. Just keeping it going. The only way I'll figure it out is if I keep just experimenting. Alright, in the meantime, this is 8 ounces of that ground beef I made. I finished it and put it away in servings. I'm plugging it in as 80-20 because it's half 73% and half 93%. So in the middle of that's 80%. So in this, where's my scale? I'm thinking of like a cheeseburger type, well, hamburger type situation. I'm going to put 1 serving of Dijon mustard, which is 5 grams. Alright. There's that. And this, I'm going to do 15 grams of a dill relish. Okay. And then 2 tablespoons of ketchup. So that'd be 30 grams. Whoa. Oh, come on. And I totally have not seasoned that yet. So we'll go on and put some, I'm going to put some adobo in there. If I can get it open. Come on, fella. I'll do some adobo. I'll do a little bit dehydrated garlic. And I'm going to do some dehydrated onion. So kind of like a onion burger type thing. Alright, so where's some salt? I just need some plain old salt. Here it is. So I'll put on some salt too. Alright, so that's going to be my main. And oh, that's my new bowl, by the way. I washed them and I got them out. So that's going to be the burger. This one, I'm going to do a serving of cabbage. Maybe. Come on. Serving of cabbage. I think it's 85 grams. Yep, 85 grams. Close enough. And then just put away. Then I've got Mom's cottage cheese that they had from the house while the family was in town. I'm going to do half of a serving of this. Funny, I'm willing to waste carbs on this, but not the yogurt, but whatever. Half of a serving is, oh man, 12 divided by 2 is 60. It'll be about 60 grams. All right, there we go. I'll smear that around. And 1 bite for good measure. Yep, no bugs in it, it's safe. So then I'm going to use this G-Hughes honey mustard dipping sauce. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons, which is 30 grams. My brain is thinking of more like a honey mustard type dressing. So G-Hughes salad dressings are super duper high calorie. I mean, they're the same as the other things, but it's not as low calorie as this right here. This is only 20 calories. Like a lot of his stuff has more calories in his salad dressings than his dipping sauces. I'm like, forget that, so I'll just use that. And then 2 tablespoons of the Buffalo Ranch Walden Farms. So since I do count calories, that's why I'm using his dipping sauce instead of his dressing. And I probably could add some water and just thin some of the dipping sauces out. I'm going to put a little Greek seasoning on it. Just a pinch. Just to give it a little kick, a little flavor, a little something, something. Alright. So, that is my lunch today. My cabbage salad and my onion burger type situation back here. Get this stirred up. See how she tastes. I could add cheese and stuff too, but since I got the cottage cheese on the salad, I'm just not going to do it. Alright, let's see how it is. Yep. Let's try my cabbage salad here. Got to get it mixed in. Don't want just a bite of salad dressing. Or a big old bite of Greek seasoning. That would be intense flavor. Yep, that's my lunch. See you later. So the ground beef that I did this morning, it's right in there. And I labeled it with 8/2, meaning 80/20, 8 ounces. So when I have it, I'll know what to put it into chronometer as. These are all still the old stuff that I'm just slowly working around in my refrigerator. My poor refrigerator is full to the max, because that's all the steaks I'm going to work on tomorrow. And then that's the crock pot of ground beef I'll work on tomorrow. So I have not really been shifting my food because it's quite crowded in there. Oh, you know what I could do? I took ETO for the rest of the day. I think I'm going to go on and make my egg muffins. Let's do that. For the record, this is how many jicama are left. It's pretty crispy. It worked out really well. Can you hear that crunching? Anyway, so some fun that can do more of later on. I've still got the rutabaga going. They're definitely slower to go. They must be more wet on the inside. But anyway, all right, yeah, let's do the egg muffin. All right, so I'm going to crack all these 18 eggs down into here. You may or may not remember, because I obviously don't remember. I forgot what I was going to tell you. Yeah, No clue. So I will not remember whatever it is. What was it about? Eggs? No. Oh yeah. I got my muffins over here on the rubber silicone muffin tin on a big old cookie sheet, because you know they spill over because they get so big. So I'm going to do, just like last time, three eggs for each dealie. And it's a messy process, man, to do so many. Oh, I was going to tell you something. I was eating another, I'm going to eat them all before the day's over. But there wasn't that many. The dehydrated jicama. I was eating it and I'm like, man, this is so dry. And then I'm like, of course it's dry, you big dummy. It's because it's dehydrated. I swear, sometimes I worry about myself. Okay, I worry about myself a lot more than I probably, no, probably not as much as I need to worry about myself. But, yeah. So I'm going to whip these, oh shoot, fire. I'm going to whip these up, and then, but I got to rinse my hands first, hang on. Alright, throwing that away. We're going to whip these up with the big whisk, so hang on, I'll show you. Alright, and then we commence the pouring. Wait. You know I hate using glass to pour out of because it just makes a mess. I would not have been a very good woman of the 1800s. I'd have been like, honey, this doesn't pour right. I don't like it. Sometimes I think, oh yeah, I could totally do a homestead situation. And I'm like, yeah, Terry, no, you couldn't. But hey, at least I know it about myself. But isn't that like, you know, the key thing is knowing the areas where you are not great at. All right, I'm gonna set these over there and let the bubbles kind of settle down, and then I'll do another batch just like this. Okay, so I think I've always done 2 servings of these. Let me double check on my recipe. Hang on. Okay, so I wrote this all down so that way I'll have a I'll have it so I can make a recipe out of it, because I didn't see where I had done that before. But so it's going to be 3 eggs and then 2 servings of bacon, which, you know me, I had to ask Alexa. And add 2 of the servings of bacon, that's 84 grams. So it's like 14 grams times 6. So this is going to be 84 grams. Let's see. I let this kind of sit a little bit, and it seems like it's going down a little bit, so that's a good thing. So maybe that'll kind of help some of the bubbles go down. I mean, I know it bubbled up because I used the electric whip, which is not a horrible thing. It's just, you know, it's, some of them are fuller than they really need to be. So, yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to divide this between 6. 1. Alright. So then I always, oh, you know what I didn't do? You know exactly what I didn't do. If you've watched me very long, you know exactly what I forgot. No salt, and yes, salt. Corn flabbit. I think it's just easier to not remember than to remember. I'm telling you what. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, now I'm going to stir them up with the fork. Hang on. The last two. Good night, Gertrude. I know it. I know when you people are watching me, you're like, yup, she forgot it again. She ain't never going to remember the salt. Oh well, whatever. So now let me think. This is, so now I got to do 14 grams times 6. So hold up. It's the same as the bacon, because the bacon is 14 grams. That's kind of funny. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so 84 it says. Let's see here. Alright. Probably wasn't enough salt, so I'm going to put a little more no salt. Because I'll be mixing the cheese up a little bit anyway. So, I have to do this with the other set too, because you know darn well I didn't remember it on that one either. Well, you know. I think if I ever did remember it, y'all would think something was wrong with me. Y'all would be like, oh, she must be sick or something. Alright, so I'm going to mix these up, and then I'll get the other ones made up, and I'm going to put them in the oven. I think it was like 55 minutes last time. Don't quote me on that, but anyway, so I'm going to put them in the oven along with the others, and I'll show you when they're done. I think I only have like 4 of these left. This is the jicama. It's fun. What I could do is do bigger squares. Well, obviously it's little, but I could use this as dip if I go somewhere. It's a little dry. I think it's so funny that I was thinking that. I'm like, well, duh. Sorry. Okay, I'll see you when the eggs are done. Hey, I just took a little bite of the rutabaga one. I think in the dehydrator, I like the jicama better. So, food for thought for the future Terry. Dear future Terry, dehydrated jicama tastes better than dehydrated rutabaga. Okay, bye. Well, the reason why is because the jicama is a little sweeter. And rutabaga, the drier it gets, the stronger the flavor. So it's getting more of that turnipy flavor, that bitter turnipy flavor. So it would not be good like on with something on it. I had a thing stuck in my throat. Anyway, so jicama would be better with dips and stuff. The rutabaga, I don't care for the rutabaga raw, but I do like the jicama raw. So that's why the jicama will be better dehydrated. Okay, bye. This is my favorite part. So I just pulled them out. So you see how big they are now. I'll come back when they're done cooling down. Look, see, they flatten out. All right, I'm going to bag them up and have them ready for the next upcoming week. All right, we're finishing up with supper. I'm going to trust meal prep Terry. I didn't add any seasonings. That's whatever I put on it on meal prep day. That is the deep fried steak bites. And then some zucchini squash blend. So that's going to be my supper tonight. Hopefully it's good. Let me take a bite and see. Hang on. Yep. That's good. I'm sitting on the couch watching some TV while I crochet. But I'm going to eat and then I'll crochet again. All right, bye. Have a good night. Today's Friday. And here is all my macros for the day, my calories, carbs, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.